Hello readers, it's really good to see you again and thanks for watching. I'm Ruben Hepplethwaite and welcome back to Keep Reading, your channel for great book recommendations. This week was a great week for me. I hit 500 subscribers, so thanks to everyone who subscribes to the channel. I'm currently concentrating on a series of great non-fiction books. And this week I'm recommending a fascinating and thought-provoking book. It was first published in 2000 and it's written by one of the world's most original thinkers, Malcolm Gladwell. And the book is called The Tipping Point. Now, I would recommend any of Malcolm Gladwell's books. He's written, I think, 6 so far. But for anyone interested in social dynamics, entrepreneurship, and why some things succeed and some things don't, then this is the book for you. The point of this wonderfully offbeat book is the analysis of the seemingly magical processes by which some products and ideas and ways of behaving cross a threshold, the tipping point, and they take off. As well as, and probably more importantly, why so many ideas and ways of behaving fail. So Gladwell says that the tipping point is how little things can make a big difference. This was Gladwell's debut book, and it quickly became an international bestseller. I think I read the book about 15 years ago when I was building my business, and the insights and the lessons contained within the book proved to be invaluable. Malcolm Gladwell's books often deal with the unexpected implications of research in the social sciences. And he makes frequent and extended use of academic work, particularly in the areas of sociology, psychology, and social psychology. This book is all about how small actions at the right time, in the right place, and with the right people can create a tipping point for an idea, a trend, or a social behaviour, crossing a threshold and then spreading like wildfire. Early on in the book, the author gives you a description of the tipping point and what you can expect when you're reading the book. And he says that the tipping point is the biography of a simple idea. It is that the best way to understand the emergence of fashion trends, the ebb and flow of crime waves, or for that matter, the transformation of unknown books into bestsellers, or the rise of teenage smoking, or the phenomena of word of mouth, or any number of other mysterious changes that mark everyday life, is to think of them as epidemics. Ideas and products and messages and behaviours spread just like viruses do. Now this paragraph, it gives the reader a taster or a snippet of the diversity of topics contained within the book and sets up the main section of the book, which is entitled The 3 Rules of Epidemics. Now these are the 3 variables that determine whether and when the tipping point for a product, idea or phenomenon will be achieved. So the first rule is the law of the few. And here Gladwell argues that the success of any kind of social epidemic is heavily dependent on the involvement of people with a particular and rare set of social gifts. And these are people that are able to influence, connect and persuade others. The second rule is the stickiness factor. And that's the unique quality that causes a phenomenon to stick in the minds of the public and influence their behaviour. The third rule is the power of context. Now this refers to the environment or historical moment in which the trend is introduced. Gladwell explains that the context has to be right for the tipping point to happen. I found this section particularly interesting, where Gladwell, he discusses how the crime rates in the early 1990s in New York City fell dramatically. And this was when the city started removing graffiti from subway trains and clamped down on fare dodging. So whilst there were probably other socio-economic factors that likely influenced the drop in crime, Gladwell makes a captivating case for this drop in the crime rate being linked to the context of the subway environment. In the remaining chapters of the book, the author takes you through several case studies to illustrate the concepts that he discussed earlier in the previous chapters. My favourite example of how a tipping point can function was the story of the classic American brush suede shoes, the Hush Puppies. This brand had a tipping point around 1995, and until that point the brand was all but dead, until hipsters in downtown Manhattan started wearing the shoes, and this triggered a chain reaction, resulting in huge increases in sales. Give this book a go. It's a pretty quick and an easy read, but it's very thought-provoking. Gladwell is a storyteller, and he really knows how to keep the reader involved. Also, you never know, it might give you some good ideas or inspire you in your business or your profession. I know that it certainly did for me. So that's another book recommendation and another coffee done. Subscribe to the channel today for more great book recommendations by clicking the link in the description at the bottom of the video. Also, please send me your own recommendations in the comments section, and I'll give them a shout out next week. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and share it with all of your friends. I'll be back with another recommendation next Thursday. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive, and keep reading.